Hi you guys, it's me, Carrie, and it is Thursday night in May. I think it's like the 22nd or something of May. You know, I'm one of those people that I don't lose track of time. I just don't pay attention to it. I also have found that I sleep when I'm tired and I eat when I'm hungry. And boy, I'll tell you what, I've been following my inner guidance for the past week, and well, really for a long time, but I feel like some things have come to fruition which are pretty wonderful. I am in the Gainesville, Florida area, and one of the things I really wanted to do when I hit the road in my van is to visit wildlife sanctuaries. And so very interesting, very interesting turn of events. So you may or may not be familiar with a man called Michael Singer, or Mickey Singer. Well, he's an inspirational speaker, and in the 70s he opened a meditation and yoga temple in the Gainesville, Florida area. So it was like, I've been reading his books and I love him. A lot of people do, and so I wanted to take the opportunity I really needed to go there. I just really felt like I needed to go there. I feel like with everything that's gone on since my husband died, and going to Hawaii and coming back, and I really needed some spiritual grounding, some guidance, and I felt like I could get it there. So last week, Sunday, I went to the Sunday service, and I was just, you guys, I was blown away. In comes Mickey Singer, sitting down to the piano, doing a few chants, and then talking for a while. And really, that wonderful thing that happens when you resonate with somebody and they're saying exactly what you've either just been talking about or been thinking about for a while. And that kind of thing kept happening. And anymore with synchronicities like that, I don't get like surprised, but it makes me laugh because it's easy to forget that we're not in charge, that the universe has us in its hands, and we're doing good, if we just allow it to happen. Okay. So after the Sunday service, there was a big circle. We were all holding hands, maybe 80 people, doing a few ohms with Mickey. And then the lady next to me announces that she has a wildlife sanctuary and needs some volunteers. And I was just blown away. So anyways, I connected with her. And for this week, I have been here at Jungle Friends Primate Sanctuary, learning how to care for the little ones we call munchkins. There are several varieties of monkeys here, and they're in different areas. There are spider and squirrel monkeys, and then there's the little ones, the capuchins, the marmosets, the tamarins, and they're so darling. You just fall in love at first sight. And that's what's happened to me. People keep asking me, how long you gonna stay there? And I'm all, I don't know. I guess as long as it feels good, I want to be of service and feel like I'm contributing. And money's tight for everybody. I've become accustomed to a tropical climate, living in Hawaii for so long, and I prefer it to arid Arizona, except in the winter. Arizona is beautiful. It's very gorgeous there. Anyways, so here I am, learning how to feed them and give them medicine. There are many volunteers here. They always need more. They have plenty of employees, but volunteers are like a treasure to them. Carrie Bagnall is the owner and founder of this sanctuary. And I'm telling you what, there's so much love in this place for these little guys. People are kind to each other. I was really thirsty for kindness. I'm better with animals than I am with people. I like people, but not much anymore. And the older I get, I find maybe I'm becoming a curmudgeon. That's what it is, right? I'd rather be with monkeys than people, and I get to do that. And so I don't know how I got dropped here. It happened so fast. I kept hearing from different places that something big was coming, and because I'm kind of woo-woo like that, I love tarot. I love stories told by people who have lived long. I love the innocence of these critters, and you know what? Frida is so happy here. She is, when I'm at work, and I work 4-hour shifts, when I'm at work, she's in an air-conditioned home, and she's got everything all set up for her, so I know that she's good. And you know what? I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to be grateful and go right on ahead with it. So I'm going to show you some pictures along the way. Before I got here, things got kind of scary. I'm really, really tight on money till I get paid next month. And I thought, oh my gosh, my power station was running down. There was like a kind of a heat wave going on. And, it just seemed like everything was kind of happening at once. And I just decided to go to the temple. And I met this lady, and like the magic started to happen. So that's where I am. I'm going to stay here for a while. And when it got scary and I thought, what am I going to do? My power's running low. I won't have a fridge. It's not like the worst thing in the world. But it was over 100 degrees inside my van. So I really needed a place of respite. And I'm welcome to plug in here. I'm at 100% power all the time, and I'm so grateful for that. And then each night after work, there's a guest house here, and I can go and take a fabulous shower and cook something to eat. And life is pretty good. It's pretty good. And I wait for the other shoe to drop. My whole life, I wait for the other shoe. And you know what? Screw that. I'm not doing that here. I'm just going to go with the flow, man. Just let it happen. Let life unfold without trying to get in there and monkeying it all up. Monkey. See what I did there? Anyway, today life is pretty good. I don't know how long I'll be here. I'd like to stay for a little bit anyway, as long as I make a difference, as long as I feel like, I can be of service and just shine my light, man. Just shine it out there on those monkeys. So anyway, I'm all monkeyed out for today. I'm going to show you some pictures. I hope you enjoy them. And thank you again for coming back. This is a crazy journey, but I'm glad I'm on it. It's been a long time since I felt this much joy, just at the wonder of it all, Oh yeah, and you know what else? This place is so alive. I love all the different bird sounds and the cicadas just buzzing up in the tree. It's just like teeming with life. And dang, it just doesn't get any better than that. Thank you for being here. And remember, be kind. Remember to be kind. Be kind to yourself. Please, please, please be kind to yourself. There's chaos out there, but you don't have to eat a dish of it. You don't need that. Throw it down the drain and turn the switch. Be kind to yourself, and also be kind to other people. Have compassion for people who believe totally different from you believe. Your first knee-jerk reaction might be to just spit something venomous at them. But you know what? They've got the same kind of stuff going on in their lives as we do. Whoever they are. And if I'm compassionate, then I feel better. It's not necessarily for them, but it benefits me. And that's my gig. I want to be comfortable in my own skin and have peace in my heart. And so that's what I'm working for and volunteering for too. You know what? This is for all the butterflies out there, you girls. I went and called around to different RV parks in the area, and I found a park that would allow me to come in for $10 and charge up my Bluetti, because it was like I was at the 2 or 3 percentile. I was very like challenged about that. So, but anyway, so the first one said it would cost $75, and I said, well, you know, the last time I was on a meter, it was $1.50 for 2 days, and she said it's $75, and I said, oh, okay, thank you, bye. And then I called someone, and I called a place called Travelers Campground, and it's in the Alachua, no, that's not right. It's in the Alachua, Gainesville area. It is probably one of the prettiest RV parks I've ever seen. And then the whole back stretch of it is filled with rescue animals. There's a pony out there. There's little burros out there. They have an emu. They have a chicken, which I thought was funny because like chickens, right? Anyway. So, and then they have goats. The topography there is cool too, because a lot of Florida is really flat. If you've been here, you know. But this park had like rolling hills, and you could tell that a lot of these big giant RVs that were parked there had been there a while and were very happy to be there. It's just really beautiful. There's a beautiful pool that they offer, and you know, just really nice guys. They've got big hearts, and I'm just so grateful because I was right there, and I needed the power. And I just thought, you know what, call around to RV places and say, look, I have a power station. It only takes an hour to power it up, and I have an extension cord. I even have an adapter if they didn't have, you know, 15 amp. I have a 30 amp adapter. You know, it all worked out. Call them, because we're always looking for places that we can plug in. You know, some city parks have shelters that have electricity, but it's not been my experience, and I traveled across the country, and so I think things have changed since it used to be that. Anyways, you know, I'm so grateful they were kind to me, and you know, I just think that kind of thing goes around and around. What goes around comes around. Be kind, and you get it back in just bushel baskets full. Thank you so much again. Okay, honest to God, I'm going now. Take care. Hi, baby. Hello.